Hello, it's June back again, and for today's video I have a lovely technique showing you how I made these angels. I first saw May from May Made It make this angel, and liked it so much I thought I would give it a try. On this card I've used quite heavy cardstock for the dress, and I've used a heavy vellum for the wings and Silver Miri for her halo. So on this one I've used the heavy vellum for the skirt and the lightweight vellum for the wings and a lightweight Miri for the halo. So let's get on and I'll show you how I did this. Oh, and I just wanted to mention this card is a 5x7 card, and I die cut an oval shape in Silver Miri to go onto the base card. This is an A5 card, English A5, and this smaller panel is 5x7. And to get that blue I used the Nuvo Mica Mist in Nebula Blue and just sprayed it onto the white cardstock. So we'll put those to one side. My husband has done all the preparation for me today. So as you see, I'm having to wear my straps again. So I'm working a little bit ham-fisted, but just bear with me, we'll get there in the end. So for this base card, which is another 5x7, this is a pearlized silver cardstock, and I think it's Crafter's Companion. The sentiment Merry Christmas is from the Winter Trees from John Next Door range. Now, this is from last year, his release last year, I'm sure, and I've just used that Merry Christmas stamp on there, and embossed this, and I used Wow Metallic Platinum, which goes very nicely with, I'm sorry for the glare, goes very nicely with the pearlized silver card. So that's our base card, and what we need and I'm sure I mentioned before that my hubby has done all the prep for me. So what we need for the dress is a 5 inches by 4¼ inches for the dress. The halo is 5 inches by 1¼ . I'm just going to go back to this dress because I think I might have been out of camera. So the dress is 5 inches by 4¼ . Halo 5 inches by 1¼ . And the wings, which of course we need 2, are 5 inches by 1¾ . And all the scoring on all 4 pieces is scored at 1/2 inch. I'm using my hot glue gun, a bulldog clip, a small circular disc that I've just had this in my stash. It's a die cut. I'm also using a snowflake from Silvermerry, and that's a punch, X-cut punch. And if there's, oh yes, and all the fancy trims was made with this Martha Stewart punch. I love this pattern. Okay, let's get started. So once you have got your card cut for the dress, if you're having a fancy edge, do that before you start to score, and then score at every 1/2 inch. And then what we need to do after that is, I'll go there, fold in mountain and valley, and try not to do what I've just done there, by flattening all of the folds, because we want the bottom of the dress to flare. So please bear with me, because it is kind of difficult for me to do this. Right. I'm going back this way because honestly, this is ridiculous. I was going to have my husband put this together, but then I wanted you to see what I was doing. It's so frustrating for me when my fingers will just not move very well. It's so painful, and that's what I want. Right, we are nearly there, because we want the score lines facing up, and the other way I did it, I had one end up and the other end down, and we need both up. So just crease the top like so, and you see how that fans out. It's lovely. But what I'm going to do is add some glue just to those little bits. There's really no need to do that because it'll all come together with the hot glue. But you could see how it was struggling just folding it there. So bring in the clip. So that's that done. Again, every 1/2 inch score, and on the two ends we want some double-sided tape, and we will fold. And I've used a lightweight card purely to help me with the folding. The wings do look nice, made out of the vellum, and I think I'll be making some more with the vellum when these are working better. So we've got the dress, we have the wings, this is the halo, and I'm using a very lightweight Silver Marie, and same principle here, fold, valley and mountain. Can't see the fold line, the glare on the mirror from the overhead light. Right. That is as straight as a dog's hind leg, but I think it could be salvageable. Okay, so now we need to put this together, and what I found best, and again this was a tip from May, is apply the hot glue to this disc. Let me take this off. So if we apply a generous amount of hot glue, and be careful you don't burn yourself. Get the dress. Now bear with me, and if this looks, you know, a little bit ham-fisted, it's just my problem at the moment with my joints. So we have the dress excuse me, on there, and then we need to add the wings, the bottom part onto the side of the dress, and the top part onto either end of the halo. So take the backing paper, double-sided tape off, backing paper be blowed, and then I have to press this that. Remember when you're using the hot glue afterwards to get all the little strands removed. And this will go on that edge. And then these two will go on either side of those. One. The tape off this one. Okay, so now what we need to do is to flatten this and get it on there. So I find that if you refold the halo for a start, get that over. This really isn't as difficult as it looks. It's me. Right. Let's see if I can get this in place. I'm now thinking I should have used maybe the heavier mirror for some stability. Now what I want to do is have another pair of hands. Actually, that may help. There we go. That one should go down and this one up. Right, we're nearly there. So we'll bring this in like that. And now I'm going to put more hot glue down there and get this all squidged. Plenty of hot glue. This will also give the angel some stability. And please be very careful you don't burn yourself. So push that in there and just hold it for a minute or two. I need some more in there. That down. If my head gets in the road, I do apologise. Just hold this for a minute. You don't want it to spring out either. I'm going to add some wet glue there. While that's drying. And a little bit on here. Isn't that sweet? So now what I want to do is add that snowflake and give her a little faceless face. Yeah. So I'm still going to do this with the glue. Point there. And add that like that. I drew closed eyelids on these two faces, but I'm just going to leave that one as it is and put this stopper in. And then I'll add some more glue just on the back here. The dress just goes above that sentiment. Straighten it up. And add some pressure. Oops. And there you are. That's so sweet. I do think though the wings look nice with the vellum and with the card, but I do like the vellum. I may change the size of that face. It's the smallest and she's got the biggest face there. So again, thank you for spending some time with me. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.